WSA's 2014 Grand Nationals in New Orleans, Louisiana was one for the record books. Teams from all over the United States traveled to the Ernest N. Morial Convention Center and pushed themselves to the limits so they could take home some of the most coveted prizes in cheer.
You have some of the very best teams in the country showing up at this event in New Orleans, not only for the fun and the environment that New Orleans offers, but for the prizes and the prestige of the awards they'll win.
Grand Nationals has grown so much. We've competed with WSA at Grand Nationals since the very first one, which was in Jazzland in New Orleans, under a pavilion with maybe 30 teams, I think 7 panel mats and a yellow boombox. It's grown tremendously. The talent that this competition attracts is insane. So our teams are really challenged when they go and compete at Grand Nationals.
We've been going for, this is going on our 14th season to go to Grand Nationals with our teams. And this season was larger than it's ever been before and more talent than I've ever seen before. The week prior to that, we go to a different event in Atlanta and we see a lot of talent there. And we saw almost more talent at the top end of WSA's competition this year than we did in Atlanta. So I was really impressed. Our kids were really pushed.
Competitors competing at WSA's 2014 Grand Nationals experienced one of the world's biggest celebrations, Mardi Gras.
Yeah, what a unique experience that we ended up with this year, with the first weekend of Mardi Gras being on the same weekend as our event. Lots of fun for the kids, parades running just right in front of the convention center. So it was a special surprise for us all and lots of fun.
This was our first year to Grand Nationals. It was an experience in itself. It fell this year, Family Gras weekend, and that was interesting for the kids to see Mardi Gras. Interesting for me to see Mardi Gras. I'd never been during Mardi Gras, so that was different and unique, and it was a lot of fun. Well-run competition, as they all are, and just a lot of fun. We'll be back next year with all our teams.
There is so much more to do in this city, and I think you could spend a week here and the next week you just find another 7 days of stuff to do. The parents love it. The kids have had fun during the day. As long as they're not out too late, it gets pretty good. But that's what the adults are for. But New Orleans, whether it's the food, whether it's the restaurants, whether it's the parades, it's been a great time.
WSA Grand Nationals in New Orleans was truly a perfect way to cap off a year filled with legendary moments. But expectations for next year's event are even higher. WSA predicts that next year the Grand Nationals will be wilder, bigger, and more competitive than ever before.
It's going to go through the roof from our preliminary field work this year. We're really looking at about 350, 400 teams next year. So that just in its own right says what an amazing event we had and how forward we look to this event next season.
For more information on WSA and its events, visit their website at www.wsacheer.com. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.